challenged a bit sometimes with technology, but basically it works, right? So electricity, internet, food, roads, cars, that's very normal for most of us, right? All those guys that you saw in the video, it's not really their world. And I think you should remember that. Now, with the technology, it's not about gadgets. With implementations like you could see, you really transform the way people learn. And if you transform the way kids learn, then you really open lots of opportunities. And that's basically, if you can please start give me the next
technology to connect with people, young people from across the world. If you would like to make a thought on that.
Okay, so that's true. Hi everyone, my name is Karuna, and me and Berka have been working on the Rio Plus 20 conference at Children and Youth from Mauritius, but technology enabled us to connect with international youth. And for example, we were both part of the major group of Children and Youth, which is a platform which enables children and youth to lobby within the UN system. So how technology helped us was that months before the Rio Plus 20 summit, we connected with international young people from around the world. We had monthly, not even monthly, weekly or maybe sometimes daily calls where we would talk about what our priorities are. We would discuss lobbying points, go through policy issues, and it's just an amazing tool that how we use technology to actually decide and talk about the future we want. But that's just one example. For example, the other example is we use technology to connect leaders. For example, Ban Ki-moon had a Google Hangout with young people, and Kofi Annan launched a series on dialogues with young people. Then Myanmar have a part of it. So despite coming from a small island state like Mauritius, where you're not really, where you are actually underrepresented in the international community, and you don't really have access to these high-level figures or decision makers, technology has helped us voice our concerns as young islanders, and I think that's a very good example of how technology is helping us and how we are using technology to work on the future that we want.
Indeed, that was, I think, one of the main aspects of technology, that it connects even people from remote places with people that you would never aspire to meet physically, such as Kofi Annan. We will now move on to Duncan, our global shaper from South Africa, who will give us an overview of his work with non-profits and how he uses technology to boost those non-profits. Duncan, if you're around, just give you a video and...
Hello.
Again, perfect.
Okay, great. Firstly, thank you for allowing me to share some of the work that we're doing. I think Michelle framed it very